Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. This is part 2 of Mina Irfan of the Universe Guru Subliminal Seduction Feminine Dating Hacks to Make Him Yours Forever. I don't know about that last part, but I need help. So she talked about, Mina Irfan in her video talked about the things that women should do. And they are concerning colors, textures, postures, and positioning, expressions, mannerisms, smells, and sounds. So I talked about colors in part 1 and textures in part 2. So this is going to be about, and I talked about postures and positioning in part 1 as well. So this one is going to be about what she called a pre-date ritual. I've been doing this ever since I started dating, living alone in my 20s when I graduated college. I've been having my pre-date ritual. And she says is that before you go on your date, take 10 minutes to dance to some music, fully engaging your hips. So she said, when we do things with our shoulders, that's very masculine. But when we move down to our hips, that's feminine, and that's where the feminine energy resides. So sort of like in the womb area. I know for myself, when I really want to get connected to my body, I go to the womb area, like the second chakra up there near the navel, and then I move my energy down into the womb area to just feel myself, to just feel my feelings, I digress, right? So anyway, she said have a 10-minute ritual of dancing because it gets you into your feminine energy. And she also says that it helps you control your mannerisms and your facial expressions. So she said that we need to smile more on our dates and just smile more generally. I know I needed to, so it took me some time to practice and to get that. To be honest, it took me about a year to just really do it genuinely, to just, it comes up naturally now. But before, I'm a New Yorker, 30, 40 years in my masculine energy. It was kind of hard. But then I said, I really want to get this. So I'm going to smile at everybody. I'm going to smile at children, little boys, little girls, teenagers, it didn't matter the age. I was smiling at everybody. And people were very receptive, actually. Now, the little people, they're looking at you like, who you talking to? You know how children do. They stare at you, make you feel a little self-conscious. But you can tell that they like what they see. So I've been doing this dancing thing my whole life pretty much because I like to dance. And so let me know in the description, in the comments, if you do this. So I got a couple of new outfits and my face is all made up and everything. So when I'm finished doing videos, I will try on my clothes while I have my makeup on and everything. So I'll try on my new purchases, and then I will start to pull out my old stuff and mix and match it. And I can do this for hours. I guess it's called dress up. I will do that for hours and have music on. So while I'm mixing and matching the clothes, the new clothes and the old clothes and everything like that, I'm dancing and I'm moving my hips. So I've always been a sensuous dancer. So I always went into my hips when I dance. And so as a dancer, I've been dancing since I was 13, which is really considered old for the dance world. But I started dancing ballet, modern, jazz, African when I was 13. And so I've never stopped. And I was even taking ballet classes up until 2020 when the pandemic hit. So I was like, okay, I've been doing that. So I got that hard. But it does help you to feel sexy and to feel good about yourself. She said another technique is to move painfully slow. Painfully slow. So she said to do that, she used the analogy, imagine a queen walking through her mansion. She's walking down the corridor. And you know that movie, the Bridgerton spin-off, Queen Charlotte? That's a good movie to watch for that, the queen behavior. And she said that you have to imagine your walk like your hips are the ocean. And heels will help with that. It's sort of like put you off balance. But if you know how to walk in heels, you are on balance. But every now and then, you might lose your step. And so that puts you off balance. And then subconsciously, that causes the man to feel like he has to come to your aid. That happened to me on my second date with the same gentleman. I was walking and I lost my balance a little bit, and he was right there to catch me. Like, he took my arm. I was like, oh, this stuff works. Okay, so I may be skipping over some things, but that's the gist of it. Postures and positioning. So she said, slow everything down to be painfully slow. She said that when you're eating, take small bites. Small portions are on the spoon for your dessert. Small portions are on your fork. And savor the flavor and the whole movement of doing that. I'm the person that is finished before everybody. I'm finished my meal before everybody, my date, and anybody else. So I have to work on that. I have started doing this on my dates, which is, I have a video that says dating with your 5 senses, to get him out of his head and into his body, and for me to get out of my head and into my body as well. I started to, think of the 5 senses about sight, sound, taste, touch, and I forgot the other one. I can never get all 5, but to do that. So I have started saying, this is so good. And I like to share my my entree with my date. But you know how you just take a bite of somebody's food and they take a little bit of yours, and that's like a forkful of each. You both do that, and then you don't really experience the meal. I like the way, say, I have gone to Indian restaurants and watched like a gang of Indian people come to the table. Like, they are very family oriented. And so they'll order everything and just put it in the center of this long table, and then start passing the dishes around and stuff. I want to eat like that. That's the point I'm making. I want to eat like that. We used to eat like that, Black folks. At the dinner table, the kids were at a different table, and then you could, at a certain age, you join the table. I think it's because nobody really has tables that big anymore, or living spaces or living rooms that large anymore, like regular folk. I'm not talking about the wealthy people, but just the regular folk. I don't know what it is, but it's changed. But I like eating like that. So I said I'm going to do that with my date. The next time we go on a date, to suggest that we put because what they do, I'm getting off topic, what they do is they put, whoever ordered what, they put the plate directly in front of you. And then out of habit, you'll offer the other person something, but they'll just take a forkful, taste it, and then go on and eat their meal, and you eat yours. But I really want it to be more deliberate than that, in that we just put the plates in the center of the table, and then we have some extra plates where we can just take as much as we want of each other's dish. That's what I would like to do. Anyway, the other thing she taught, so eating, and she said eye contact. Now I'm going to try to do what she said. She said, and one of her her subscribers said giving him the dewy, Dewey, the dewy look. I tried that in the mirror. I'm not sure if I was successful, but I'm going to try it here right now, okay? So I have on my drape, my shawl, right? I'm pretending I'm on a date. So this is where my acting skills come in, right? We're going to see. Giving him the do. So, you know, you have your shoulder like this. While he's talking, that's my version of the dewy look. Let me know if it looks dewy, okay? But she said doing that. So smell good. I have this perfume that I bought by Valentino, Born in Roma, or I think it's called Born in Roma, which is Rome, by Valentino. That has become my signature fragrance. So he was like, "Oh, you smell good. You smell good." He told me that a couple of times during our second date. And sounds, your voice. I have to work on this. My voice has gotten softer, but you know, I go back to my normal this is like my normal voice. And so I really would like for it to go a little bit higher, a higher pitch. So Crystal and Karazin said that as a New Yorker, this was two years ago that I had my consultation with her. She said, I can tell you it's your voice. She said, you know, it's kind of masculine. So, yeah, she told me to get a voice coach to help, or a voice coach to help, or read aloud in a higher pitch. So sometimes I can remember, sometimes I don't, but I figured like if I could just embody feminine energy, that will get better. My voice will get better, or it'll be okay because the energy is there. And that's it. Oh, and she said as far as sounds, small portions, of course, don't smack, chew slowly, savoring each bite. Those are my words. So that's her video in a nutshell. So if you like this video, share it. Like it, share it, and let me know if these are some things that you can implement in your dating life. I'll see you in the next video.